Hello, my name is Marcus, and welcome to my channel. Captain America for the MCU has the best franchise of movies in the entire MCU, in my opinion. Captain America, the original, definitely not my favorite, but it is still a solid entry or introduction to Captain America for the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Captain America, the Winter Soldier, arguably in the top 3, maybe even the top 2 best of all the MCU movies. Captain America Civil War, my personal favorite out of all of the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies, even more so than Infinity War, Endgame, Spider-Man No Way Home. Definitely a Civil War. Introduction to Spider-Man, Black Panther, the versus battle between Iron Man and Captain America. It definitely brings me back to the roots of why I became a Marvel fan back in the 90s in the first place. That brings us to Captain America, A Brave New World. Sam Wilson has beyond taken on the role of Captain America, and I am so excited to see him tackle the silver screen and see what he can do with this role. First thing to be noticed in this trailer, Harrison Ford as Thunderbolt Ross, the replacement to the actor that tragically passed away from a heart attack the previous year. I knew that was going to be a freaking win. There was no doubt in my mind. I cannot wait to see more of that. Yes, sir. Can I go wrong with Harrison Ford? It's going to be a winner, chicken dinner. Yes. There was one line of dialogue specifically that caught my attention wholeheartedly. You might be Captain America, but you're not Steve Rogers. I know. Man, if that line didn't feel like I've been hearing that all over the movies and the TV shows and in real life, I like it, Marvel. I like that play on our emotions for sure. So I'm very interested in seeing if he can truly capture the spirit of Steve Rogers as Captain America. Probably not, but man, I am very excited to see him take a stab at it. I've already seen some people in some of the comment sections still crying that Bucky didn't get the shield, didn't get the mantle. Listen, he's still too emotionally damaged. This version of Bucky still had his own traumas and trials and tribulations that he had to go through before he even felt worthy to go anywhere near that mantle. So it's time that we all accept it and give Sam Wilson a chance here. I think he was the one that had the contrary of the personality that represented Steve the most. That's why he was chosen. Isaiah Bradley, the super soldier that America kept under wraps from Falcon and the Winter Soldier, makes his return appearance here, and it looks like his sleeper cell has been awakened, and he is being forced to attempt an assassination on the president. That was very cool to see, hoping that we get a really expanded look at that scene as well. I cannot wait to see it because Isaiah is not young. He still clearly had sprites of the super soldier serum in his blood system. Even when he was in the show, he showcased glimpses of strength that were unhuman. So I'm very excited to see where that scene takes us. That's going to be super cool. I wonder if he's just making a cameo, or if I wonder if he's going to be playing like a major role throughout the entire movie. But I really enjoyed his character in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, so very happy to see him make his return here. May as well tackle the elephant in the room now. Red Hulk makes his first appearance in the MCU. As we all know, he is the Hulk version from Ross. That was from the comic book. He was essentially created as a means to battle the Hulk. So very curious to see how the storyline plays out. That gives a reasoning of why he was created for this movie. I doubt we see the Hulk and the Hulk's son that appeared in She-Hulk. I would love if Smart Hulk would turn back into regular Hulk to take on this Red Hulk, but I'm very curious to see what a normal Captain America without a super soldier serum is going to be able to do against Red Hulk. So we shall see. That is going to be a interesting battle for sure. Notably absent from the trailer was the Winter Soldier, Bucky himself. I'm sure I'd be shocked if he didn't make some kind of appearance in the movie, but I guess keeping him out of the trailer, trying to put the focus back on Sam. This is his movie per se, so I'd be shocked if he doesn't make some kind of appearance. As you've seen in the trailer, Giancarlo Esposito makes an appearance as well, as in some sort of assassin role. It looks like he's carrying some sort of rifle. He's going to have pinpoint average, maybe like a dead shot type role. I'm very excited to see what that is going to entail. I don't know if this is a comic character of Origins or if this is just an original character for the movie. All I know is everything that this man has appeared in, from The Mandalorian to The Boys, so on and so forth, he has been absolutely magnificent in. So I'm very excited to see what he contributes to the movie as well. It's going to be epic. Definitely a supreme star-studded cast that they have gathered for the fourth iteration of the Captain America franchise. I'm so very excited to see how this is going to play out. It's going to be some double agents. It's going to be some betrayal. It's going to be some revelations for sure. I've also heard rumors from the fandom that Steve Rogers, Chris Evans, Steve Rogers, a variant of him, is going to make an appearance in this movie as well. I don't know how I feel about that. Honestly, I think that would take away from the significance of the Infinity Saga Endgame. I just don't think you bring Captain America, Steve Rogers, or Iron Man back into the fray so soon. It's too soon, man. You got to let that relevance of those character arcs be cemented in the current story for now. Maybe try to bring them back in another 5 or 10 years, maybe go from there. But right now, I think if you try to bring him back that still has similar characters from his movie franchise while they're still here, I think it just takes too much away from the brilliance that was the Infinity Saga. So I don't necessarily agree with that. I mean, I guess it would be cool to see. It wouldn't piss me off too much, but I think it would kind of ruin what made those movies so special. Let's talk about the suit for a second. Definitely more blue in this suit than the white version of the suit that appeared in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I think I like the white one better, if I'm being honest. The blue one still looks pretty cool. We definitely got to have different variations of the suit. They got to sell those toys. That's all there is to it. Probably still gonna pick up Marvel Legends of this version of the suit. Just depends on how good the movie is, but I don't know. If I had to pick between the two of them, I think I would go with the white one. Just me personally. Also, Liv Tyler as Betty Ross from The Incredible Hulk way back in the day. One of the first MCU movies is finally making her return as well. I'm very excited to see her. I actually really enjoyed her character in The Incredible Hulk. It sucks that we don't have any type of the premonition that the Green Hulk is going to return. I feel, at least in the comic book, that her and Bruce were always meant to be together, even though they have all these side stories and whatnot. He has an illegitimate son now. I think his true love was always Betty Ross, so very cool to see that character return. Obviously, she's going to have some correlation with the creation of the Red Hulk, if I had to take an educated guess. So just cool to see that come into play and see where those storylines go. I'm so excited to see this movie, man. Basically, every branching storyline I have some significant interest in, for sure. One of the final things I want to mention, obviously, if you've seen the trailer numerous times, at that tail end when he's flying through the air, the winged character that flies through the plane. I don't think that's Sam. That's somebody else. It's clearly that it's two winged characters flying through the air at the same time. So I'm very curious to see who this person is. I don't recall from the comic books. I could be wrong. I'm not a comic book buff. There being an assailant or a sidekick to Sam Wilson's Captain America. I'm sure there is. Marvel has a very extensive, long history of comic books, so I'm sure at some point or another, Sam probably got a sidekick, maybe a winged sidekick. I'm assuming it's going to be the Latino guy that appears and helps him out in the Falcon Winter Soldier, and it makes an appearance in the trailer. So very excited to see how that plays out. Every good hero needs a sidekick. That's all it is to it. It just makes things go better the majority of the time. I'm also hoping we get an update on Rhodey. As we know, by the tail end of the Secret Invasion show, it was revealed that he was a Skrull. He got switched out at some point I think it was before Endgame, probably sometime after he got hurt in Civil War when he broke his spine. That's when I think the switch happened personally. So I'd be very intrigued to see if they give us an update on that storyline. Hopefully they just don't leave us in the dark in that, especially since the nature of the movie is Ross wanting Cap to join the military. The debate is, is he still going to have the freedom to follow a mission however he sees fit, or is he going to have to, follow the president's orders to an absolute T? So this should be right up War Machine, Rhodey's alley to see where that takes us as well. So I'd be pretty sad if we didn't see him at least make a cameo appearance, especially since he did as well as his scroll version in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So I was Googling the cast list and I realized that Sharon Carter is making a reappearance as well. If you recall, from the Falcon and Winter Soldier when we last left her, she was the leader of that crime organization. So very curious to see where that leads us as well. Interested in getting an update on her character arc. I feel like that one kind of got lost in the sauce during the show, but it'd be cool to see her make her return. We heard some stuff about them having to do reshoots. People started panicking. Honestly, I think that's for the best. At least they realized that once they watch the finished product, like, maybe we should go back and reshoot some of this stuff. We really want this to do good. We really don't want this to suck. So at least Marvel, Kevin Feige and his team is starting to see this kind of stuff now. Instead of just releasing products without going through some sort of QC to make sure that they are up to standard. They're going back to that format to only releasing a couple of movies a year instead of like 4 or 5 and some shows. I really appreciate that. I definitely would prefer quality over quantity. We're only getting Deadpool and Wolverine this year, and next February is when Captain America comes out. So I'm very excited. My hopes are extremely high for this movie. Like I stated at the beginning, the Captain America franchise is essentially my favorite trilogy of movies from the entire MCU. I mean, even more so than Spider-Man, and that's my favorite comic book character. It is what it is. So, okay, man, I think I've covered everything from this trailer that I wanted to cover. I know it's a couple of more new female assassins or agents that I didn't really talk about. I don't know, I don't really have any interest in them. I'm sure they'll be cool. We shall see. But other than that, man, what I want to know now, how you felt about it. Are you excited to see this movie? Did you think they did an amazing job with the trailer? Obviously, the big selling point of this movie is going to be the Red Hulk. So it looks like they're done trying to keep all the super secret spoilers in the wraps. They're going to go ahead and showcase all the cards. They're going to put them on the table now just to show what they got and see how people react to it. I'm excited. I cannot wait to see it. It comes out February. It's just in time for my 37th birthday, so I'll be first in line to go see it when it drops. All right, and that's going to do it, man. As always, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that share button. You can follow me at youtube.com/markjack79. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And as always, my friends, I will see y'all on the next one. I'll catch y'all later. Bye. Avengers, assemble.